They lived a luxury lifestyle. My granddaddy had a lot of money. They lived a luxury lifestyle. Let my mama tell you, they didn't want for shit. New clothes, new shoes, everything. They had it. So when my grandmama died, and then my granddaddy died, all of my mama's siblings was under the age of 18. So I think my mama was mad because all of that money that my granddaddy had, they didn't get a dollar of it. And that's what she told me. They didn't get not $1 of it. It went to my granddaddy's other baby mama kids because they were older than 18. So all his clubs, his businesses, the apartments, everything, it went to them. And my mama went from a luxury lifestyle to poverty. She moved in with her auntie when she was like her auntie barely was buying them shit. She had to start working at Wendy's just to keep clothes and shit on her back, like shit like that. And I think stuff like that fucked her up mentally. Because even now, my mama's still on Section 8. My mama damn near knocking on 60 and she's still on Section 8. Meanwhile, her siblings from her daddy's side, I ain't gonna lie, we went to their house. I went to their house one time. My mama took me to their house. As an adult, I went to their house one time. Them folks living good as a motherfucker off my granddad. I'm talking about big, fat, nasty houses. Cars filled with my driveway filled with nice ass cars. They living good as a motherfucker. So I just feel like my mama just got a lot of anger in her. For real. She just got like a lot of anger in her. And that's just what I feel it is. Like, she's just like angry. I don't know. She's angry. Somebody said I would be mad too, not gonna lie. Yeah, I think that's what she mad for. Everything that my daddy owned, all the clubs, the apartments, all the money he had, all that shit went to his other kids. They didn't get shit. They got nothing. They got the piss end of the stick. And since I know her sign, yeah, she's pissed. Yeah, she's an Aries, baby. My mama, she pissed. Growing up, y'all, I lived in a house where, this is how I grew up. I lived in a house where we couldn't use the phone. We could not use the phone. We couldn't talk to people on the phone. Female friends or boys, we could not use the phone. We couldn't go outside. My mama did not let us outside. We were only allowed to play in the backyard. We could not play in the front yard. My mama did not let us spend the night over people's house. We didn't go over. My childhood, I ain't never spent the night in nobody's house ever. We didn't spend the night at people's house. Like nothing. We didn't do nothing. And we all we knew was April. We just was around my mama 24/7. That's all we knew was April. We did not have company like how y'all at y'all house. Y'all probably get y'all aunties and uncles and maybe y'all mama friends come visit. I swear on my life, nobody never came visit my mama. Nobody. Nobody. Her doorbell never ringed. Nobody came visit her. Not her auntie, not her uncle, none of her sisters, nobody. My mama, like, she isolated herself from everybody. Like, growing up, we ain't find out who our motherfucking aunties and uncle was. I think the first time I met my auntie, her name Keisha. I know who she is now. First time I met my motherfucking auntie was like 11. I was 10 or 11. My uncle, too. She not on Section 8. Who not on Section 8? My mama on Section 8 for sure. No, my mama didn't deal. She ain't deal with nobody. She ain't deal with none of her cousins or none. And I know that these stories that my mama is telling me is true because when my aunties and my uncles did come around, I would ask them. Like, I would ask them stuff about my grandmama and my granddad, and they all got the same story. All of them have the same story, so she not lying. At first, I used to think she was lying. I used to think she was crazy. But I like periodically, like say we'll be out at the grocery store and my mama run into one of her cousins, and then they probably come over that day and we'll never see them again. That's the only time we would see a family member is if we ran into them in a store or something, and they'll come over and see us that day and we'll never see them again. But they all used to say the same thing. And they used to be like, boy, y'all grandmama, y'all granddad didn't play this shit. They were real gangsters. And they used to tell me that they was papered up and they had money. And then when they passed away, my mom and them didn't get none of it. They like none of my mama's siblings got none of it. And they did, my mama did. One of my mama's siblings was over the age of 18, but want me to tell y'all why she didn't get nothing? Y'all want to know why she didn't get nothing? Had she not had what she had going on, my sister and them probably would have some money. My oldest auntie is a crackhead. She's a crackhead. Like we have to I remember as a kid, my mama used to drive around to different crack houses and we used to like go and find her. Her name Tanya. We used to go to different crack houses and we used to go find her. My mom used to take her food. Yeah, I had a crazy childhood for real. But yep, my mama oldest sister, I don't know how she got on crack, but she was on it real, real, real bad. Like real bad. So again, what you gonna do differently with yours? Bitch, I'm doing everything differently with my kids. My kids not traumatized. My kids don't go through what I'm going through. My kids not being held hostage in the house. I let my kids go spend the night with people. I let them socialize with people. So once again, I'm not nothing like my mama. Autumn and DJ always going somewhere, spending the night somewhere. Why was I in foster care? They took us for physical and mental abuse. The last time, what initially got us taken out of my mama's house was because my mama had poured hot water on my sister. And at the time, my mama didn't know that my sister was like 4 months pregnant because my sister was hiding her pregnancy from my mama. So that was when we got took out the house. So the reason that my mama poured hot water on my sister was, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of instigated the y'all. I used to be a little, I ain't gonna lie, I always been here. So, I used to instigate shit just to see them arguing shit. Like, I used to like seeing my mom and my stepdad argue. I don't know why, I was like that. I used to be fucked up. I used to be like a little, I don't know, I used to just see, I don't know. I can't explain it, but I kinda started I wasn't the reason my mama poured water on her because my mama did really used to physically abuse us. Like it had been a time I was balled up on the bed and my mama had took a folding chair and stood over me and just kept beating me with that motherfucker all my life. And I was telling her to stop and she just kept beating me with it. So I didn't tell her to pour the water on my sister, but my stepdaddy was outside cutting the grass this particular day. And he was on the phone and my mama was in the kitchen. And it sounded like he was on the phone with a bitch. And my big sister daddy was the one that was outside cutting the grass. And my big sister and her daddy, they like this. If he was cheating or talking to a bitch, I ain't gonna lie, my sister was not snitching on him. She wasn't gonna say nothing. And so my mama used to always whoop my sister for shit like that. Like, because sometimes my sister used to know that her daddy was cheating or talking to other people, and he used to take her with him to go cheat, and my sister wouldn't say nothing. So my mama would beat my sister ass for that. So he was outside cutting grass this day, and he was on the phone, and my mama swore up and down he was on the phone with a girl. And my big sister was outside with him. So when my big sister came back in the house, my mama started asking, I'm standing in the kitchen. My mama started asking my big sister. And I ain't gonna lie, me being messy. She was like, April, am I crazy? Or was Keishana not standing right there? I was like, yep, she was. She was. You know, me just being a little kid, just being messy, instigate. I ain't think she was gonna throw no water on her though. So I'm like, yep, she sure was. She was standing right there. I seen them. So that's me. And she started saying, like, my sister did admit, like, she was outside. She was standing right there with him. But she was like, she didn't hear the conversation. She like, I don't know if he was on the phone with a girl or not. I don't know who he was talking to. I didn't hear the conversation. So basically, my mama started beginning to call her bitches. Bitch, you a lie, and bitch, woo, woo, woo. And my sister cussed her out. That was the day my sister was fed up.